Alrighty, guys, we are back with Night Prince 2, Chapter 14 of 19. Let's get right to it. Alrighty, here we go. Someone from Vlad's closet circle has betrayed him, leaking information to the person who tried to kill you. You stole several items from the communications room, hoping the betrayer touched one of them. Then you use your psychic powers to follow the essence trails on the items, and they've led you to someone you didn't expect. Sandra. Sandra, what was she doing in Vlad's communication room? You drop the vision. Sandra is a blood donor, a human who Vlad feeds on in exchange for comfort here. That's about as low on heresy totem pole as you can get. She's also my friend, at least I thought she was. I think Sandra is a traitor. Someone is using. I'm gonna say someone's using her. Let's do that. Sandra's always been a little slow and she's just a human at that. It would be easy for a powerful vampire to mesmerize or threaten her in doing what they want. I just have to figure out who's pulling the strings. Either way, seems like I've only got one option ahead of me. Get Sandra alone and touch her directly. That way I can trace all her memories, myself with my powers. But that's easier said than done, seeing as Vlad demanded I stay out of this matter for my own safety. An idea hits you. Wait, I've got the perfect way to get around Vlad and to get Sandra alone all at once. What could it be? It doesn't take you long to find Vlad strolling through the halls of his manor. It takes you even less to explain to him what you plan to do, or at least what you want him to think you're up to. You're going on a shopping trip with Sandra? And my sister and Angie Toole. Why don't you have plenty of suitable outfits here? I want to get you something. Let's see. I need some fresh air. It's not about the outfit, it's about the shop. Let's do that. It's not about the outfit, it's about the shopping. It's a chance to go out with my friends and have fun. I haven't really gotten the chance to hang out with them since I've been back. I suppose that makes sense. Guards will accompany you on your trip, of course. Of course, I wouldn't expect anything less. You keep up the internal music in your head to stop Vlad from reading your thoughts as you process this. Fortunately, his guards aren't mind readers like Vlad. You never know. I'll have your escort ready and to leave in 20 minutes. I won't be long. How about that? We're going to the wedding place. An hour later, you're shopping in the town nearby with your sister and two friends, accompanied by Vlad's men. What's with the entourage? They're keeping us safe. Honestly, I think it's kind of cool. Let's do that. It's kind of like a status thing that announces our arrival, you know. Well, when you put it that way, it does sound pretty badass. Thanks for inviting us along, Amber. It feels like an age since we last went out. Seeing as the first time we did, we almost all died. Can you blame me? Memories of the attack on the club still occasionally haunt your nightmares. Guess you have a point there. Let's hope this trip goes better. I don't get it. One girl's wearing shorts and then one girl's wearing winter clothes. Summer clothes and winter clothes. Anyway, I feel bad lying to them about what my real purpose is, but if Sandra really is behind the plot, I can't tip her off. Best to take care of business on the way back. That'll give Sandra the least amount of time to run if she realizes what's up. Also, I might as well pick up a few outfits just in case this turns out to be a wild goose chase. That'll at least keep Vlad from worrying. You pick up a few outfits and load them into the car along with your friends' selections. Here we go. Soon you're all loaded up back into the limo ready to head home. Done already? Sharpnel is positioned in front of the seat, leading the guards that have been assigned to watch you. Meanwhile, Gorgon is driving the limo. He's been your driver ever since Hunter died in the club attack. Everyone have a good trip? Yeah. One day you'll have to come shopping with us. Not really my style, but thanks for the invitation. But it can be any style you want it to. That's the beauty of shopping. Yeah, but who will be driving you around while I'm off buying clothes? Trust me, I'm more comfortable behind the wheel anyway. It's such a thrill to be out shopping with the wife of Volvada, whatever. What's a Volvada mean? Volvada. Prince, basically. It's Vlad's title back in the day. So you're a princess now? Please don't call me a princess. Only technically. Let's just do please don't call me a princess. People already bow at Vlad's castle to me. I don't think I can take full title. You have to take advantage of it. Opportunities like this don't just happen. At the very least, I'm going to find some way to weasel something out of this. If I were a princess, I would insist that everyone call me that, and I'd wear a crown. You give a quick explanation to the confusing look on Angie's face. Romanians are used to royalty. Americans, not so much. Okay, now probably the best time to check Sandra. Vlad's too far away to read my thoughts, and we're speeding too fast pace for Sandra to escape. It's time to go. Look into Sandra's past. Let's do it. You gently brush Sandra's arm with your hand. The shriek she lets out as the voltage of you touch zaps her is almost immediately lost under the swamp of images. We'll see what's really going on here. Sandra's past. She's in her room, you can tell that much immediately, and she's just fallen asleep. That's when the sound of her door opens, startling her into wakefulness. Moonlight reveals a vampire you recognize at once. Charbonnel. What are you doing here? I'm not on the feeding schedule today. Charbonnel doesn't speak, but continues coming towards her, fear gripping her face as he does. Wait, that's happening. What's happening? Get that back. His eyes flash, embered, as his mesmerized gaze falls over her. Silence. She closes her mouth. I have instructions for you, and I assume you have instructions for me too. Yes. She starts to whisper something to Charbonnel, but as she does, the vision starts to fade. Crap, the mesmerizing effect is messing with the memory, making sure Sandra doesn't remember what happened. Still, this is huge. Charbonnel and someone else were using Sandra to carry messages back and forth. She's innocent, or at least it's not her fault whatever's happening. Charbonnel is the traitor, or is he? A pit forms in your stomach as you realize something else, and he's sitting in the front seat right now. Gretchen screamed, yanks the back of her back into the present before the last image fades. That's the exact moment Charbonnel holds up a small device and pushes a button. A device you've seen the exact make and model before. That's the same kind of detonator Zigali used to bring down his tunnel network. Boom. The car carrying guards behind you ignites in a sudden fireball that claims your attention for a few seconds, long enough for Charbonnel to yank the steering wheel to the left, aiming the speeding vehicle right at the guardrail. He bails out as you hurl over the cliff, and Gretchen screams, and is the last thing you hear before everything goes black. Are you serious? He's trying to kill us? I can't believe this. It takes a second before your consciousness returns to you slowly, gradually. You force your eyes open. That bastard, I hope everyone's okay. Let's do that bastard. Let's just do that. I'm going to tear him apart when I get my hands on him. You quickly do a head count of who managed to survive the explosion. Gretchen, Angie, and Sandra are all hurt but alive. Gorgon isn't so lucky, a silver knife buried deeply into his chest. The shock on his face is something even his rapidly mummifying body can't erase. Charbonnel stabbed him before throwing us over the cliff, that bastard. You make your way towards the knife, though each inch of movement comes with intense pain. Damn, the crash really messed me up. Taking a moment to survey your surroundings, you realize a tree has stopped your descent down the cliff. The hood of the car is covered in flames, but worse than that is the sound of someone approaching. Charbonnel. As rapidly as you can, you lick the blood off the silver knife, letting the vampiric healing qualities wash over. That's pretty smart. It's enough to at least give you a fighting chance if it comes to that. By the time Charbonnel arrives, you're crouched in a fighting stance, a silver knife in one hand, crackling electricity in the other. Get back. How could you do this? Let's do that. I didn't have a choice. You were getting too close. Too close to what? To the truth of what's really going on. From the back of the car, Angie topples out, crying and clearing in a panic. She's crying, not thinking straight, and as fast as she can, she makes a run for it. Charbonnel turns to her, his attention razor focused. I can't let you tell Vlad what happened here. Angie doesn't have a chance against him. She's human, and he's got vampiric speed. Then again, if she can somehow get away, maybe she can help warn Vlad what's going on. Save Angie's life, let her die. I guess we'll have to save it. Charbonnel darts towards Angie with lightning speed and vampiric reflexes. However, in that second he takes his gaze off you, you're not as fast as he is, not by a long shot, but you don't need to overtake him. All you need to do is get close enough for him to be within range. Take this. Charbonnel may be fast, but he's not faster than lightning. Your whip cracks across his side, throwing him off balance and cleaving a nasty blow through him. The wound starts to heal almost immediately, but you lay on the pressure, shooting repeatedly. All the while, Angie continues to run, vanishing deeper into the woods and back towards Vlad's manor. You've got this, Angie. Just keep running. It's way too far to actually expect her to make it back to Vlad's himself, but unfortunately, he owns the whole country. All she has to do is make it back to the nearest loyal vampire, and they'll whisk her back to safety. Charbonnel makes one last desperate attempt to get at her, and once more you knock him off his feet. You botch. A pretty big reversal from the first time we met, huh? Back when you were able to take me and Marty captive. This time you don't have Vlad to bail you out, and I'm a hell of a lot stronger than I was. Sure, you bought Angie more than enough time to get out of range of Charbonnel. At least far enough away that were he to go after her, you'd have time to escape yourself. Judging by the sudden end to his pursuit of her, that's not a trade-off he's willing to take. How could you try to kill a completely innocent person like that? None of this was supposed to happen. You think I wanted to kill my friend in that car? I don't even want to kill you, but I have no choice. You so much as twitch, and I'll cut you in half. He's too far away for you to blast him now, but if he makes a move towards you, he's yours. What's he planning? He must know that word of his will eventually reach Vlad. He's got a time limit. The only reason he would be acting this way is if your eyes dart over to the leaking gas tank and burning engine. Is if I'm on a shorter time limit. Crap. He doesn't have to kill me, he just has to wait for the car to explode. Think, Amber, think. There has to be some way out of this. Why would you betray Vlad? Who are you working? Let's do that. It's not a question of working for, but a question of working with. Someone far more intelligent and more powerful than you're prepared to face. Someone who's made it clear to me that you have to die. What did I ever do to you? It's what you will do if you live. My death is already certain. Hers is not. Her? Wait a second. The puzzle pieces start to snap together. The vampire woman, the one who killed the bomb maker, she must be the one he's talking about. I can use this. You mean the pretty brunette vampire. Hate to break it to you, but she was found out days ago. Vlad already has his people hunting her down. We didn't know who the traitor was. Lies. He takes a step forward as he hisses out his response. Come on, just a few more steps. How's this for lies? She's 5'4", a bit shorter than me, has a Irish accent. Want me to go on? That's basically all I know about her, but hopefully it's enough. He takes 2 more steps closer. How did you break the spell to reach her? Oh, it was easy. You think she's the one? She's the only one with access to spells? Thank you, Sharpnail. Not a mind reader. I have no idea what he's talking about. Your little tramp spell was no match for the magic I know. Don't speak of her that way. He practically roars as he takes another step forward, moving just within range. Got you. You explode towards him, snapping your whip with all the electricity you can muster. He lunges to avoid it, but his speed isn't enough, and the cord catches him harder than the hip. In one swift snap, it severs his leg cleanly off. Wow. His body pinches forward, crashing into you, and despite being nearly cut in half, his ferocity hasn't diminished. Damn vampiric regeneration. Sharpnail delivers a stunning blow that carries you into your rib cage, nearly cracking a rib in half. The savageness of the pain steals all thought, triggering blind survival instinct. You grab his arm and release a current into him, but then suddenly his weight is gone. I passed out? Oh, I'll flashback. Okay, here we go. It's replaced with a disrepute alley and a familiar face. Who is that? Who could that be? It's her. Who is her, though? Maybe the vision can show me what the connection is between these two. Let's do it. Sharpnail strides through the dark alley, reliant on his night vision to lead him to the person he's here to meet. You killed the bomb maker. 2. When will you stop taking such stupid risks? It wasn't too risky. I took care of it, Deary. He's dead, ending any chance this will be traced back to us. You can tell a couple things from the emotional resonance Sharpnail is giving off in this memory. Once he's angry and scared, most likely because he's worried she's going to get herself killed. More importantly, this woman is his lover, or at least a woman he's in love with. If you hadn't used the bomb maker to kill Amber, he wouldn't have needed taken care of. I wouldn't have to told you where she was if I knew what you intended. If Vlad doesn't believe the explosion was an accident, he won't rest until he finds her killers. You're overreacting. The boredom in his tone hits you like a splash of acid. Even if there are suspicions, they won't lead anywhere. Whatever she might have been worth to him alive, she's less dangerous to us dead. One day you'll tell me the real reason you don't want Vlad to know about us. Until then, the only motive I see for killing Amber is jealousy. My reasons don't matter. What does matter is you are the one who gave me her location. Vlad will kill you for that, dearie, and only after years of torturing you. Unless that sounds appealing, you have no choice but to keep this a secret. You can tell almost immediately that thoughts rushing through Charbonnel's head. She's right, and when she's done with me, he'll come for her too. I can't let that happen. Even if she doesn't love me, I love her. If lying will keep her safe, then for her I will lie. So there it is. You return to the present, curled up on your side, coughing between torturous gasps of breath. Okay? This isn't from the beating Charbonnel has given you. No, this is from the telltale sign that your powers have hit the lethal zone. You let out a groan, looking up to see Charbonnel barely conscious and blasted over a dozen feet away. What the hell? Why are my powers overloaded now? Seems like I hit the lethal zone every time I'm about to. Suddenly you realize in the car when I was hemorrhaging with Maximus, it was right after I saw a vision. If that woman killing the bomb maker, then I saw her again in the weapon room right before I overloaded then too. And now, Charbonnel, previous words ring in your ears. He said there was a spell stopping me from linking to her, but it's more than that. The spell is supposed to kill me too. Amber, what do we do? Charbonnel down for the count, but unfortunately so are you. Limo's still on fire, going to go up soon. Things seem hopeless. This might be the end of the road. Amber, I should tell Gretchen to pull me out of the blast zone, get herself to safety. Let's do that. You try to force the words out, but deep in your body, your lungs are already collapsing from the spell. All that comes out is a bloody gurgle. It all seems hopeless. Your vision starts to dim. That's when he arrives. Vlad, someone must have spotted the smoke. He tears open his wrist, shoving it against your mouth. And yet, unlike before, when the vampiric blood slowly began to heal your body, you feel only more pain. Deeper into darkness you fall, and the horrible truth slowly becomes apparent in your mind. Vlad was too late. I'm going to die. No. Vlad shouts of anguish, and the last thing you hear before the remaining vestiges of your life slip away. So there it is, people. Wow. So that was chapter 14. So we'll be back tomorrow with chapter 15 as we continue Night Prince 2. A very solid chapter. We'll see you guys next time. Give the video a thumbs up. Have a great day.